Was there a stage during that partnership with Pani that you guys really started to believe?
Yeah, 100%. I think our scenario was 140 of, let's call it 80 balls. So we just dumb it down for ourselves and half the runs, half the balls to each other, and just try to keep calm. And then the momentum started coming back to us. So we really felt after the over of the spinner that we got all the momentum. And when Jofra Archer came back, we said, okay, give him nothing basically. And then I went out. So after that, the belief was gone. But before that, we knew we had the game under control at that moment.
How did you feel in the middle, and firstly, and just secondly, are you guys as a batting group sort of like encouraged that, even though you didn't get over the line tonight, everybody has stood up at some stage? In the first ODI it was David and, Rassie, for example, you tonight with Pani and even Aiden Markram, Temba Bavuma previously. How are you guys feeling as a batting group in that regard?
Yeah, we're getting challenged by Shukri Conrad and Rob Holt at this moment to have a different mindset. We always are positive when we bat it, but now if the shot is on, to play it over and over and over again. So there's different ways of getting to 350. If it's your night, you have to take it, and the rest just need to keep chipping in. We want to play a certain brand of cricket. And we are doing it, so we're quite happy. Obviously didn't get over the line, but I honestly didn't think it was a 340 or 350 wicket.
Hans, do you want to pass the mic around? Who's next, if anyone? Shawnee?
Thanks, Heinrich Klaasen from ENCA. Maybe just following on from that, just what positives do you take from this series, given that it's been a bit of a harrowing few months for the team?
We've been actually playing good ODI cricket, and the way the guys are finding form, and the way the guys are taking the positive option, taking the bowling on, and we keep on doing it through the whole innings. That's what we want to do. We don't want to go to the old school where we rebuild the whole time and see what happens at the back of the innings. We want to play aggressive cricket and throughout the whole 50 overs. So if it's your matchup, doesn't matter what the situation is, we keep playing the conditions, and if it's your matchup and you want to take them down, so be it, as long as it is in your game plan, and that's the way we're going forward. And the way we've been playing over the last 3 games on this series, that's basically what the batters are doing. So I think just in that sense we can take a lot of positive out of it and go to the next series against West Indies.
Maybe a stupid question, but how do you keep the consistency given, just how do you maintain that consistency for all of you, I guess?
Yeah, I think that's where the tricky part is. I don't think everyone will be consistent in that. That's why when it's your day, you have to take the team over the line. And that's where the players also and the coaching staff need to keep buying into the plan. Hopefully we will get batting throughout this, because if we want to play that way, then obviously the consistency will be up and down, and some days it will look very bad and other days it will look great. So that's a big challenge for the management and the selectors, if they want to keep the consistency in the players so we can play that way. On the other hand, the players just need to believe and keep going, and if you're in form, you have to keep riding that wave. And I think we're all natural stroke players, so to play the brand of cricket is not the issue. It's about what's going on in the heads. Will you drop? Will you keep your position when you fail?
Thanks. We'll look to take a couple of questions online. So we're going to go Johan, Zahir, and then Ken.
Hi, Heinrich. In what way did you have contact with Rob in New Zealand? Did you have Zoom meetings at night, or did he stay up all night or morning? What did you guys do with contact with him?
Yeah, he's been in every meeting we've been in over Zoom. So, yeah, that's to answer your question. He's been in every meeting so far, yeah.
Thanks, Johan. Zahir?
How's it, Heinrich? Well better tonight. Just a couple. You've worked with Shooks way back at the CSA Academy on a tour to Sri Lanka back then already. Just have you enjoyed working with him back again? And also in regards to, you go back to SA20 tomorrow in Durban, And how do you switch your formats that quickly and your mind focus, particularly when your team's under pressure there?
Yeah, myself and Shooks come along or get along great. We had a great academy year together. We've always been in contact after that. The nice thing about Shooks is he's challenging us mentally, not so much coaching wise. That's up to the batting coach and all those things, but he's challenging the way we're playing and the way we think about the game, which is, for me, it's nice, it's different. So yeah, we get along well. So I've been enjoying working with him again and catching up. And then switching formats, we will see tomorrow's flight how the body holds up. But yeah, no, it's going to be tough. We've got another 3 games in 4 days. So with a team that's struggling, we just need to keep our form and hopefully win with a bonus point or 2 and then see what happens.
Thanks, Ahir. Ken, then Stu.
Thanks, Lucy. How's it, Heinrich? Very well batted. You spoke earlier about consistency and the kind of mental struggle of that fear of being dropped and that sort of thing. Now, for you personally, you've spent a long time in and out of the national side. This summer has been almost like a golden summer for you, though. You've been really consistent and done very well. Can you talk to us about your own personal experiences of that in and out of the side? How easy is it for you just to play with the freedom that you have been playing with now?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up in that meeting that we had, and I think it was in 2018 in Sri Lanka where we had the same chat. I think all the coaches want to play aggressive cricket and stuff, and we did it. I didn't come off, and 2 games later I was dropped and back to 7th in the queue basically. So it was tough for me coming back to play that positive brand of cricket. And at the stage I just gave up and said, if this is my last year, it's my last year, but I will go out the way I want to go out. And since then I've been playing good cricket, so I take every series as my last game or series, and that seems to be freeing me up and just to play the game that I like to play. I'm normally an aggressive player, so that seems to fit into our game plan, which does work or helps me a lot. But yeah, for me, I'm not worried about getting dropped or all those things anymore. If they want to drop me, they can drop me. I've also learned out of my experience, if I average 4, they drop me. If I average 60, I get dropped. If I average 4, I get selected. If I don't, they select me anyway. So if they want us in the team, they will have you in the team. And if they don't want you in the team, they will drop you. So after that mental switch I've made, my game just kept on being a little bit more consistent.
Thanks, Ken. Stu?
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Heinrich, well played. What's the most enjoyable part of this new mindset that the team has kind of been encouraged to play with? Part 1. And part 2, what's the most challenging part of it?
Sorry, can you just repeat part 1? You cut out there, sorry.
Stu, yeah, if you can just repeat the questions. You cut out there a little bit in question 1.
Still nothing.
Still nothing, but I think you just asked, what's been the most enjoyable part of this new mindset, and then with
Yeah.
that, the challenge that's come with it as well.
I don't think it's a new mindset. With Mark Boucher, we've had the same mindset. I just think it's coming from a different voices now. So nothing really has changed in the way we want to approach games and the way we want to set up games. So the mindset has been like that for the last, let's call it 2-3 years. I think it's just at a stage now where everyone keeps believing or believes more in the whole process, and we've seen it work before. I think we only lost 2 series over the last two years, and majority of the cricket was away. So I think it's just a time or a phase where everyone is believing in that we can play on this mindset and the game plan that we have. And then, yeah, the tough part about it is, like I said, a lot of the time, well, out of past experiences, if you don't perform, you're out and you drop 4 or 5 places, where you see other countries, if you're out of form, you just drop to the bench, wait till the next guy is out of form and you back in. So that's a difficult part of our system, and the way the selectors have been going, that you do not want to fail, so that sometimes just holds you back to play that game. But we had a couple of good chats, and let's see what happens in the future.